Alright, y'all, it's organ time. And I forgot to work on my pedals. I'll do that another day. It's cold right now. My hands are cold. So I'm going to try to practice as much as I can. If I turn on the heater, my heater system here is like an inferno. I had this company come through about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and they installed another heating system. And oh my god, as soon as you turn it on for like 5 minutes or less, it's cooking in here. So, yeah. All right, it's organ time. Transposing. Basically, what I'm doing is 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, 1 in all keys. 1, 5, 1 in E, 1, 5, 1 in F. All right. Once you get the understanding on what you're doing, 1, 5, 1. And some people are like, "What's the numbers? What are you talking about when you start talking numbers? I don't know what you're talking about." Yeah, I didn't either. So let me explain that. So if you understand your scales, the C, D, E, F, G, G, A, B, C, something like that. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Back to C again. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. The beautiful thing about the Hammond organ is that the notes repeat. And there's 51 keys on the organ. And it starts on the C and ends on the C. Start on the C, end on the C. 51 keys. Alright, now that I understand there's 51 keys, that makes things so much easy to memorize. When you're practicing. 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, 1. All right, it's a no-brainer after that. All right, because my 1 is C and my G is what? 5, and my 1 at the top of the thumb is back to 1, 1, 5, 1. All right, so it's an easy process once you learn the number system, and if you know how to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and number 7, back to the 1, you are in the musical game all day. All right, you are now officially in the musical game. All right, now try to fix the one. Yeah, you're in the musical game now. You are in the game. Okay, I was trying to see me in. Oh, anyway. So yes, you're in the musical game at this point. Now you understand your number system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if anybody asks you, do you know your number system? You should start telling them, yes, I know my number system. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, you can't mess that up for nothing. All right, unless you're doing when I say that word, unless you start adding what we call the 8, the 9, the 10, the 11. We talk about extending, or we may use the word when you're doing a continuation of the number system. And the continuation of the number system is just simply you just taking the 1 is now number 8, the 2 is now 9, the 3 is now what, 10, and the 4 is now 11. Y'all get the concept. When you get the concept behind the madness, it makes it's gonna make your plan such much more easier to understand what's going on musically wise over a period of time. Once that kicks in, some people it kicks in immediately. Some people might take them more than a week, or 2 weeks, or a month, depending on how crazy busy your life is or whatever. Some is instantaneously, right away. The minute I said that you learn your skills in all 12 keys, or C, D, E, F, G, A, B, you already know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No brainer. You go to your next key, D flat, E flat, F, Am I? G flat, A flat, B flat, C. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then of course, we know when I tell you do the continuation of the number system, then you already know it's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or 7. You want to say, but go back to the 7, back to the 1. However y'all want to do it, doesn't matter. If you say 14 or 7, it's the same thing, right? You do it in D scale, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, and back to the D. If you do the continuation, remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right? Or when I say 15, back to the 1. All right? So back to the 1. All right? Okay? E flat, the same thing. E flat, F, right? G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat, and of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically back to the 1, but if I tell you now we're going to do the continuation of the number system, it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, back to the 1. We go to F and do the same thing. And then you do the same thing. Oh. And you do F sharp or G flat, the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At this point, I don't have to even call out my scaled notes, but you do need to know them. You have to know them. This is a must have to know. All right? You don't know it, you ain't going nowhere. All right? Now, it's funny if someone had told you, well, I mean, it would be interesting if someone would have said, well, we play by numbers and then we learn numbers, but we would have to associate the notes to the number system, if that makes any sense. So if you separate the numbers and you separate the scales, people are only going to know, oh, I only know that you play a C or G or B or E, but they're not going to associate the number system with the notes that they're actually hitting. So it can be very confusing. In the beginning, for me, it was definitely, most definitely, ultimately confusing at first, until I stopped and said, wait a minute, hold on, let me get the understanding. Y'all heard that thing saying, you know, if you don't get an understanding of something, then you will be definitely confused. My old manager used to tell me back in the day, if the lack of information can either make you or break you. So if you don't know something, it is what it is. You just don't know. You just, you know, you don't know. I know I see a lot of comments on videos of musicians making comments and saying that, hey, every musician should learn their hymns. They should learn how to play praise breaks. They should learn how to play choir songs. They should learn how to do this. They should learn how to be able to follow a singer, a solo singer, or whatever the case be, or following the preacher, whatever is going on musically wise. But that is not always the case. The lack of information, right? If you don't know chords, you cannot play what you are actually listening to. Period. If you do not know, I always say this, if you don't know enough chords or no chords, you is not going anywhere. I remember when I started this management position way back in '07. Alright, but I watched. No, see, that's the difference. With me, I watched. I had my eyes open. I was watching how the manager was doing what he was doing. Not that I wanted it to, but I watched how he operated. I was paying attention. And before I know it, in '07, they was like, yo, we got a spot for you. You want it or not? And I'm like, And it was like, no, yo, this is an opportunity, bro. This is a one-time life opportunity for you. Man, you know, you can step up from being an employee to a manager. I'm like, you gonna make some more money? All right. So I start thinking like, you know what, this can't be all that bad, you know, because I understood the work. I just didn't think that I wanted to be in that kind of position at that moment, but it all happened so fast that before I know it, I was managing a department in less than 3 years of being employed by this company. In 3 years, next year, you know, I'm running the show. I'm like, whoa, okay. Yes, I had a lot to learn, and everything that I had to learn it from scratch. Yeah, I got quiet right there. Yes, from scratch. You know what they say? The hard way. Yeah, I had to learn a lot of stuff by scratch. Some stuff I visioned, some stuff I saw, but I didn't know everything, right? So I had to learn the hard way, I would say. But I promise you that it was very rewarding as I progressed throughout the years. So I put in my 5 years, and then after that, I told them y'all can get lost. um, but no, I put my 5 years in. And did terrible the first year because it was a lot of things that the previous manager did not share with me or could not share with me because of his personal situation. So I had to basically learn everything on my own, basically, for the most part. I had to improvise, I had to do all kinds of stuff to stay afloat. Biggest thing is, I would say, is as an accomplishment being that a higher up manager hired me to run the show, and his very words was, "Hey, I ain't gonna let you look bad because I don't want to look bad, and if I'm already up here and you down here, I'm gonna help you come up here where I'm at. So don't worry. You need something? Holler at me. Come by my office. Call me. Whatever. Text me." Wait, hold on. Did the text just came in? I think yeah, texting just came into play back in '07 for where I was working at. But he was like, "Yo, and then if you don't know something and I don't know something, go research it, figure it out, let me know." I promise y'all, the very first, my very first, what I call my very first debut, he came to my office with a stack of stuff and laid it on my desk. Wow, hey, you think you can get this done, soon as possible? I'm like, okay. I ain't gonna tell you. My heart rate was skyrocket to the roof. I was like, man, I don't even know what I got myself into. So what was my first response that came out of my mouth, basically, which surprised me? Yeah, I got this, man. Yeah, I got this, man. Don't worry. No worries. No worries. No worries. Y'all heard that saying. No worries, man. I got this, man. No worries. You do you. You do you. I'm going to do me. I ain't gonna lie. I was looking at that stack and I was like, bro. And then what really actually made the situation even more calmer was the fact that, hey, I'm not in a hurry with it, but there is a timeline that I will prefer that we set up so we can get this project done, this project done, this project done, this project done. As a matter of fact, you started on whatever way you want to do it, unless it was something that it was a priority that he needed immediately. Then that was the one I smashed on and got it done, and in a short amount of time. Even when I didn't know what I was doing. He came back, I presented whatever he gave to me. He said, "Hey, have you ever did this before?" I'm like, "No, man." He said, "Man, this is mad crazy." I'm like, "Okay, thank you, man. Appreciate that." "Oh, okay, all right. Keep up the good work." That's all you always say to me. Email, text message me, calling me, sending me certain things, getting me raises in I think it was every 2.5 months, every 3 months. He just kept busting out, giving me raises. I ain't never been on a job where they give you a raise in a whole year. Every 3 to 2 months, this man was, "Hey, how much you making right now?" "All right, yeah, man, I'm about to get you a raise right quick." All right, I'm like, "What? This is crazy. This is man." But that man, some people will use this terminology, "Bro, you had favor." I'm like, "Yeah, I think so." So yes, 5 years of doing things. What's this got to do with music? Basically, I'm just saying, it might take some of us 5 years to learn how to play good music, good music, or sound good like other musicians. And then it might take some of us 3 years to get it. Some of us, it might take us a year. Some of us, we might take 6 months. Some of us might be instantaneously. All right, and the reason why I say instantaneously is because it all depends on the actual material you're practicing on. So some of y'all might say, "This is so boring." Yes, I said that too. Every day I came in here doing this. I'm like, "Oh my god, I gotta sit here and learn this." Oh my god, really? Oh my god, really, bro? I mean, and all at the same time, the frustration of of doing that. And then what made it even more frustrating for my time is listening to other musicians getting on the keyboard, on the organ, and just what? Woo! What? Hallelujah. Mm. Woo! Ah. Woo! Oh my goodness. Ah, I knew it.
The amazing Kevin Watkins. Yes.
I like this.
If you really want to play,
like this.
don't
play around.
My God.
Yup.
All those worship type things, that's like all.
All right, so now,
I
say
quit.
again, now you were talking about the Yellow Jackets, and you were saying like first you showed us some of the chords that they play on the record, and then you showed us how you incorporate that into worship.
Yeah.
So now, what are some of the random chords like you would hear on the record with like the Yellow Jackets?
Like if we were playing like a worship, I'm in D.
In D, okay.
So like if we're in a worship mode or something,
I gotta put my super ears on.
All right, but now
So when we start
go
moving-
there, but before you go there, play like you would play Yellow Jackets. Don't do church right now.
Check.
Show us like some Yellow Jackets type chords.
I gotta put my super ears on.
let me see.
Oh Lord, here it goes.
Like some Yellow Jackets type chords would be like, you know what? Don't quote me on it, but I'm
Okay.
gonna say this: like a couple few chords that I've heard them play in different projects was like, for instance, I've heard this one. I've heard this. I've heard all those.
All right.
So when you incorporate that
In the worship.
it comes out.
Put my super ears on.
Like we're playing.
Let me tell you the secret behind the madness. Well, my beginner musician. Behind the madness is you gotta learn how to play chords. You have to know enough chords to do this. Oh, cool. Got no bag with it. All right. You have to know enough chords. All right. A lot of chords, they say, but you have to know the relevant chords. Chords that are relevant. All right. Chords are important. Chords that like don't turns in heads. Trick to this too. Also, I'm learning is that holding your chords long enough so they sound nice. You're not so quick to popping off your chords right off. You're like, laying on them. And so I'm learning that little idea, when I'm playing or whenever I hear musicians playing chords, holding your chords long enough. Also, the drawbar settings is also important. I'm gonna go back to. I think I wrote something the other day. I'm gonna go back to my drawbar settings back in the day. I stopped doing them. I've been playing most of the majority of the time here. All right, so I'm gonna bring my drawbars out like I used to do them back in the day, and that was pretty much like this actually. Let me see. I forgot how I did it, but it's just you end up playing up higher up on the board, and it makes your chords sound a certain way. It's just to me, it's just more louder. I say solid. All right, so I got to start practicing it. Now I'm so used to playing up on the upper many of the part. All right, hold your chords just longer And you don't have to play a whole bunch of chords to actually get somebody's attention. Actually, that's the other part of it, is that you don't have to play a whole bunch of chords to get. Let me go back to that other video, cause I was working on that one. So let's go back to the top. So that is it. That was the first move. And so, after you start listening to stuff, so he's going like, so you know, that's on the 3 with an E. Right? Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So he's going to the 3. 3. All right. Then he's going to 4. Back to the same chord. And he's basically just soloing at the top, basically. Solo at the top, basically. Chord at the bottom. My fingers are cold. It's cold in here too. My fingers are stuck. So with an E. Remember, I told you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, back to the 1. So he's just twanging on the 4 up. Or we might just sharp forward to the 5. That's that little twang. Right? So we make twang on that. Alright, now I start practicing on the organ up top, but I gotta fix my D. Alright, that's how I make my chords. Learn this, make my chords solid. Hold it. Hold it. So he's playing the same chord, down, up, and then up, down. Because we're going to the 4, we're going 3, 4, and then 7, 3. Alright, so playing the same chord, but just moving. Alright. Alright, so number system 4 is doing this, get ready to go to it. Basically what it's doing is every time you go to the 1, it's doing something on the 1, different on the 1. You're gonna go to the 2, do something different on the 2, 2 up, half step up, or whatever you're gonna do, something different there. On the 3, you may come back and do a different kind of chord movement there. On the 4, you're gonna do a different chord there. Every time around, you're gonna do a chord of the 4 up, sharp 4 if y'all wanna call it that. 5, the same thing. The 6 and the 7, every single time around. Alright, let's get at it. It's the first time around. It's the first time around. Alright, this is the first time around. Alright, then he's gonna give you a different movement on the 4. It's just major chord, y'all. And by the way, speaking about this stuff, I don't have to have perfect pitch to know what's going on, but it is that I got the chords in the book, which is my play-by-sight. By the way, since those who don't know, I have a book out. I have 2 books, 2 music books. Matter of fact, play-by-sight edition number 1 and play-by-sight edition numero 2. Play-by-sight number 1 had went live June 2nd of this year. published as far as your digital download, as well as the paper cover, and as well as the hardcover. The second book aired live on September the 26th. I'm sorry, 25th for the ebook, the 26th for the paperback cover, and as of today, my hardcover is in the making as of today to be published as of today. Wait a minute, did I publish it yesterday? Hold on. Let me see, hold on. Let me look at my text, I forgot. I think it was today or yesterday. Hold on. Let me find, I forgot. Let me see, let me text. I think I did it yesterday or today. Let me see, hold on. So, let me see. This is the editor, the company. Letting me know I am updating a new book on your website. So my new book is being uploaded on the website supposedly today. That was about 9 o'clock earlier this morning, about 9:30 this morning. Let's roll back. And so we are good on publish. So yesterday, is this out today or yesterday? I get confused. Yeah, so this is on yesterday. So the hardcover has been published on yesterday. May not come live on today because I think it takes them about 48 hours or 72 hours as a turnaround for Amazon to view my book for the hardcover. And so I did put some extra in that particular book. So for those who do purchase your copy, you're going to see some extra on top of what I had already put, some more crazy killing chords that we're addressing today, or going to attempt to address some of it today. But anyway, so my second cover is, the second book has already been published, like I said, on September 26th, 25th, 26th. And then the hardcover is going to be published as of yesterday. So I don't expect it to, unless I go check my emails. I'm going to go check my emails. It all depends on the turnaround with Amazon. And let me see. Let me pull up. Let's see if Amazon sent me an email. Because usually what they do is when Amazon gets my book, then they'll send me an email saying, hey, congratulations, your book has been published live, blah, blah, blah. But for them to view it first prior, then they're gonna view it first, and I was told that 48 hours or 72 hours before it actually goes live. But then they'll send me an email, so I will be surprised if it actually ends up. Today's the 14. What day is it? 15. See, I lost track of days because my work nights. So I wouldn't be surprised by the Friday or by this weekend that my hardcover would actually end up going live. I believe because the fact that my paperback had already went live, as well as the ebook went live already from the gate in September, and even though we're in October, so they may go ahead and just push my hardcover right away. So we'll see. I haven't checked my emails, and I haven't seen an email back from Amazon as of yet. So for those who are interested in wanting to step your game up and your plan up to a whole nother level, or just get chords underneath your fingertips that you are unaware of and have no idea what to play, this book is for you. All right. I designed this book specifically for people who just don't know what they're doing, don't have chords underneath your fingertips. You can't pull this type of stuff that I'm listening to out of thin air unless you have supersonic ears and unless you already understand chords. Supersonic ears and chords put together in order to pull this off. What I mean by that is I'm saying, play this by ear, like just sit here and listen to it. Let me see, how long is that going to take me to find that? Okay, I'm in the ballpark. You might be quicker, you might be fast and quick to identify those notes and find them. And as I had said early on in the beginning of this video, in the beginning of this channel, I said the organ has 51 keys. Starting with the C, ending with the C, which makes it. I almost want to say easier. I won't say easier. I would just say maybe compatible. I don't know what I want to say. I would just say once you understand what the notes are, they repeated themselves over again. Again. Once you realize that the notes are repeating themselves but just octave higher, and it doesn't matter what note I'm hitting, you just hit the octave notes. The notes are repeating. And the other part of it, I usually say, most of us have five fingers on in one hand, left and right, you're gonna understand that those fingers can only place down or press down on so many notes. Yes, so many notes to play to give a certain. Now that sounds funny, so I might switch up my drawbar setting. Now that sounded better. Now, if I were to play that same chord here, I had to bring it up here. What am I saying is, once you realize how many notes you can use with your fingering, then that's half your other part of the battle. I also explained another battle that I had to come to the conclusion is that there's 12 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And they repeat. Just octave higher. And I'll be like Samuel Talbot would say, man, it's just a bunch of notes. And they just repeat. And even if you don't have perfect pitch, but if you have, and I don't mean to even bring that up, but if you just simply hear a note, whether it's the octave higher or lower, you're going to find out where the musician is placing his hands potentially, and you might get either near or close or somewhere in the ballpark of what the musician possibly might be playing. Maybe not, but you might hit close. So, can I get close? Nope. I'm in the ballpark. Nope, I'm not in the ballpark. So I figured out where I'm at in the ballpark. Once I figured out where I'm in the ballpark, I hear it again. I might play it 10,000 times. No, okay, I don't want to play it that many times. I'm convinced. I'm convinced it's this. Versus, you can tell. Hitting one note, or twanging it, I guess you call it. My wife called it twitting. You in there twanging? She didn't know my wife be like, you in there twitting again? And see, I can transpose that now. The only reason why I understand that is because I'm going to the target and hitting 2 notes back from the target note, which made me understood what I'm doing. Oh, that's my target note, so 2 notes back. And then 2. Yeah. So if I hear somebody doing that, I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing. I know they twanging. My wife called it twanging. No, twiddling. Babe, you in there twiddling again? Alright, so yeah, now I understood the twanging. Alright. My wife called it twiddling, so I'm gonna call it twiddling. It's a new name. We're gonna call it twiddling. Alright? Let's give it a new name for it. Twiddling. You in there twiddling? Alright, so I heard the twiddling, alright? And then I heard the single note. And the single note. Oh! And by the way, it's the scale. And if they did a run, I already gonna know what the run is. guess what? I'm gonna know the run because it's the scale. That's why it's important to learn your scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They might skip a note sometimes in scales, you know, you might find somebody. Now in this case, this one, when he did going to the 4, actually, this one here is just basically you going 4, sharp 4 out of the key scale to the 5, and that's the twanging or the twitling, my wife called it. You in it twitling? All right, so we twitling the 4, the sharp 4, and the 5, twitling, right? And then we coming back to the 4, 3, 2, what? 3. Right. And then he comes up with the chord. And he's playing that minor chord with a tritone mix. And that is an F sharp minor 7 with a flat 5. It's in my play-by-side book, y'all. Get the book. The chords are there. All right? In order for you to pull this off, you need the book. I have the library of chords that I pulled from just various different things, stuff like this. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I'm feeling this. I got it now. And then your major 7 chord is also in play-by-sight. That's correct. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, young buck, young lady, whatever, young man. Yeah, it's in the book. Yes, that's the next chord on the 3. Also, keeping in mind, I can play the same movement whether I'm doing it in the key of C sharp, or whether I'm in F sharp, or G flat, or when I'm in E, or when I'm in A. And B. I can use the same chords, y'all. You don't have to make up chords, because you can utilize the same chords because of the way the number system. You're gonna notice. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. That's the 5 in C sharp and D flat. Yep, that's right. All right. So, I just saw something pop just now. Okay. All right. Okay, I thought that was my editor. Like, okay, what we got going on? So that's how I was able to find it. And then he goes to the next move with the run, scale. This is a scale. 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. All we skipped was the 4. We started it on the 4. And we skipped the 4 and jumped to the 3. 2. That was the run. So we just skipped the 4 because we started it on the 4. Alright. To pull this off, right? Okay, we gotta learn our scales. Alright. Then he's doing the opposite. Now we're gonna go to 7, 3. But we're gonna play the same chord that we played on the 3, but we're gonna go up, down this time. Remember that twang again? Now it's this twang. And that same chord down on the 3. What? Yes. Wouldn't be able to pull it off if I didn't have enough chords. Major, chapter 2, secret sauce chord, I call it the 7/4 chord, chapter 5. And then he's playing the E chord in the left hand on the bottom because he's soloing at the top. Remember, because of the drawbar settings I pulled out over here, the 2 browns, 2 whites, so he's soloing. So now we got it on the 4. I told you. Every time around, you're going to play a different chord on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's funny. All right. Now what's next? Now it drops down. Tritone chapter 8, A major chord chapter 2. Then we're going 2 up, 2 up. And then we're going to the F sharp minor 9, 11. 2 chords there, matter of fact. You can play an E chord and an A chord at the 7. And then you're going to do this walk up. Then you get one. Now this is a scale too. Remember the same scale? Now this time I'll say I want to cheat this out because I may not know how to press down on the chord. But if I remember, the last chord I played was this one, which is the major 7. That makes me go and play A chord. And he's scaling on that. And get to the 5. So it's kind of like pressing into it. The scale. The right hand. Let's change my drawbar settings. Right, so now when you press into it, because we was playing this chord here. While I was pressing into it, my finger's gonna drop. Remember I told you the 2 chords that mix together? And then the run. And then go into the 5. And if I can't do it, I cheat it out by doing the two scales at the same time with both hands. I'll cheat it out and do it that way. But since I understood we played the A chord pressing it causes you to play chords like that. Because I'm moving the scale note. Alright, now what's next? Alright, you have to have chords, understanding. Alright, so I knew that was an A chord that he was already going to go to and do that little run or walk up or scale, if you will. It's actually a scale, y'all. The E scale. It's almost like you're playing the A scale and the E scale together. It's like those 2 scales were mixed together. Which they actually... E scale and A scale, they share the same notes except for 1 note per each of the keys. So if you were saying you was in the key of E scale, there's 1 note in that scale that doesn't share the same note in the key of A scale. Y'all follow? And A scale has that 1 note. It's all of the other notes, all of the other 6 notes, except for that 1 note, number 7 note. I want to say is the number 7 note in each key. They don't jive together, because there are 2 different scale notes. Let me give you an example. C scale, that's a B, that's the number 7, right? But if we did this in G, what's the 7 note going to end on G? F sharp. So the 2 notes that don't jive together is what? B and F sharp. In the 2 scales keys, C and G. C and G is B and F sharp. Now, okay, I was gonna say something else, but you probably hear musicians doing this stuff, and I know y'all heard Derek Jackson playing around with these fourths. When he's playing this stuff. Okay, all right, I gave y'all a little secret to the madness. You ever hear him doing that, y'all know what he's doing. Let's see. You say you have to be. Yeah, here you go. So you ever hear him doing this move? What's it? What's up? What's up, okay? minute old. Perfect fourth. And guess what? If I was in B, this would be the what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the perfect fifth. So I'm playing F sharp perfect fourth and a B perfect fifth. If you hear me doing this crazy style stuff, I do it every now and then, but sometimes I just be like, okay. They come out. You know, you hear them doing that. So if you ever heard that move, yeah, that's what he's doing. All right, anyway, let me get off of that. Yeah, y'all want me to do some Derrick Jackson stuff? That's funny, but I just thought of it for a quick moment. But you ever hear me just playing those voices? Then that's what it is. Give you that. Matter of fact, you're actually about to hear it in a minute, I think. You hear him doing that stuff, it's funny. Okay, where am I at? And then, yeah. You're about to hear it in a second. If you hear it right here. You will hear it here. It's the perfect four. Perfect four. He's gonna actually do it. Watch this. Right there. He do a little bit of it. And back to the same chord we did. And then to another chord. Now remember, y'all, we got these tritones and our perfect fourth. And that Derrick Jack. You playing around the perfect four. What's up, perfect four? I'm just using the tritone now. I think Trina used her fourth somewhere. Let me see. Let me see. Here it is. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Y'all heard some of that stuff. I had to learn it. I didn't do this stuff in a long time, you see. I'm saying, I forgot how to do this stuff. I had to study that stuff. I forgot how to do this. I throw my own spin to it too sometimes. So where am I at? What's that last thing we was at? We was doing this little. Now I gotta make sure my fingers in the right spot. Actually, I had to make this as a chord. Actually, that same chord from earlier. And then, alright, so that's the next move. So So that, so that's where. So the whole movement he did this. And then you just heard that. Alright, that's a movie we get down. Slow that down. Baseline going. That's what the baseline doing. So we doing 3, sharp 4, 7. I guess what I want to call this. I wish y'all want to call this flat 7, flat 6. I guess I'm gonna call it flat 7 up to the 1. I mean up to the 7. Like, whatever y'all want to call it. Normally, yeah. So, may the force be with me. It's our preacher chord. That's the A flat if you think of A flat, but we're in E. So I guess I have to call this G sharp 13 sus chord. B flat minor 9. Because we're on an E flat, but this is D sharp, G sharp, a D sharp chord. We might say E flat. And he's using the tritones to in the major chords. The point I'm trying to get y'all to understand, to pull this off, to hear these chords, you need a book. Alright, you need to play by side edition 1 connected with edition number 2, and I'm telling you, it's gonna blow your socks right off your feet. Woohoo! It's like I might even use this idea. I haven't practiced playing church like that, but for a while. It's been almost 3 years solidly being able to play at church because I have been sick for a while. But God said, let it be like this would be a fun move. Yeah, Lord. And oh, Lord. Yeah, Lord. Lord. God said, and this one move. Y'all heard me? Wait a minute. Remember that one? Oh, Lord. And gone. I might do my little thing. Remember that move? So I was like, and then what was that next chord? I was thinking of that, but I was thinking of the other chord. I was thinking of that move. And then hit you with this move. Hit you with that move. I'm just playing with you guys. When I'm playing on the same chord, and you hear that. And I can play around with that. Let me start practicing on the organ up. Let me go back to doing that. Let me try that because I haven't done this in so long. I forgot how to do it. It feels funny doing it. That's the problem I have with because I like to move and go somewhere. But I feel restricted at some point. But yeah, and God said, let it be light, and it was light. Yeah, you know, and then hit you with that little. But see, that's gonna. Or hey. Remember that? I ain't clean with it, but I'm tackle with it. But anyway. I used to do this stuff like this, but I forgot. I forgot how to do it. I'm just tagging with it. Oh Lord, let's get back to what we was doing. Let's get back to class. Let's get back to what was I doing? Let's see, is that where we at? Is it Alright, that's where we at now. Woo! Fire. Alright, now let's get the drop. So, it's the preacher chord, but we're doing it on the 1 in E. Choice on power chords. Alright, these chords is in the book all day. Alright, so just know that you can change your bass lines and stuff like that from the 1 to the 5. You can go to the 3 with it. You might even go to out of the key scale of where you at. So that's why I'm able to figure this out. Like, oh, okay. No, it's not because I got perfect pitch. No, it's not because I got perfect pitch. No, it's not because I got perfect pitch. It's because I understand the knowledge behind the madness a little bit. Pachico. Small. But. Alright, and I hear the move, and the bass line honestly is telling me the story. Where are we going over here? Where are we going here? And the bass line said. Hey. See, here's the thing, y'all. When you understand that it's a major chord, a minor sound, or augmented sound, a diminished sound, dominant sound, major 7 sound, sus2 sound, major 7 with the sharp 5 sound, major 7 with a flat sound, 5 sound, or both. What else I missed? The 7 sus4 sound. I can understand what movement is going on. And of course the tritone! This is how I structured my very first book, edition number 1. So that you can understand that we're messing with the major moves, minor moves, and wherever key is going to be in augmented move. At the 7, major 7 sharp 5, or flat 5, or both. Diminished 7, major 7, sus2, I think I probably forgot that, sus4, 7 sus4 chord, and the tritone. And when you study those in all 12 keys, and you do them so many times, some of them might just do it one time, in one session, in one lesson, and open up the book, I promise you, guarantee you, when you start hearing these chords, you're going to be like, wait a minute. Hold up, my dog. Right? You're going to be like, hold up, my dog. Oh. And then it's going to eventually for my beginner musician or even intermediate level, like, man, I don't understand what dude is doing right here, bro. It's not actually as hard as it might even actually appear to sound. It's because I said it earlier, the lack of knowledge can make you or break you. So when you don't know what it is, it makes it really difficult to understand what it actually is going on. May the force be with me. And the bass told me the story. And it made me think of the preacher chord in C sharp and D flat. On the 5. Now let's put it on a 1. Because remember the last chord. It made me think of the preacher chord, right? Slide over to it. It made me think of the preacher chord in what? C sharp and D flat. But also you can play the same chord in E. But you can just put it on in E on the 5. I'm sorry, I said the 5. Yes, I did say the 5. And also the 1. The 5 and the 1. And I said, wait a minute. Hold on, let me try that. And it actually worked. Well, I'm right. It sounds close. Ooh, the drops sound close. Alright, this also a chord. Every chord I play, by the way, y'all, is that F sharp minus 7. F sharp minus 7. I might color with the 9. Be flavorful. Those drops. C is C7 6 9. C 6 9 sharp 11. 2 different chords mixed together. Actually, you can actually say 3 almost. You can say your C major chord, and you can also say your A minor chord. What? Yep, that's right. A minor chord. So if you know your A minor, and you know the inversion of it, and then your D major chord. Those 3 chords mixed together creates a C6-9 sharp 11. And go to B flat transpose down from C down to B flat. What in the snap? Think about it like this, y'all. If you was playing the C major 7, as I told y'all earlier, and I mixed it with a D major chord, and I hit you with that C bass, it's a C6-9 sharp 11. OMG. Uh-oh. I think we're about to lose YouTube. Let me answer this call. Hello?
Yeah.
Did she give you a shot for it?
No. She said she wanted to do an X-ray.
Oh, okay. All right.
She wanted to do an X-ray tomorrow and a bone Wednesday. And then she said you wheezing.
Of course.
Yeah.
I told you about that yesterday or the day before. You got to do the inhaler.
Yeah, she said you did inhaler. They wheezing.
Okay.
But the lady at the pharmacy showed me another thing, like a chamber to put up your mouth. She said, and that'll stop all that coughing and stuff. She said, it can cause you to have asthma. She said, it don't mean to have asthma. She said, it means, she said, your nose, she looked up my nose.
Okay, tell everybody when you get home, babe. Oh, I'm surprised. Wow, that's amazing. We didn't lose YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Wow, that's funny. Maybe. Okay. Not sure why that happened. Alright, we still got y'all here. Alright, so, the wifey, I want to make sure she was okay. What was I at? Okay, so now we at that little drop. Come on. You see, when he did the drop. dropped, we went right back to the 4. This time, oh, hold on. Actually, I was supposed to put it in play. So now he's going back to the 4, 3, 3, to the 3. The bass line helps out, all right, and to understand what chords we're playing, or can play, and rules are being broken basically, to be honest with you, but because when you a musician, you start hearing ideas from songs, and you take songs and you create talk music, and then you start playing all these different little moves, and then it's like, oh, okay, all right, cool. Anyway, so that's what's going on here. It's like taking some songs, preaching chords, and you just creating this idea. And I don't have to necessarily keep the speed or the tempo. You know, I can do it my own way at some point, instead of trying to 100% mimic the whole thing. I will keep the integrity of it. I might go slower, faster. I might do my thing at some point. They try to change up the movements slightly, but still keeping some of the integrity. I might do something else. We're going to here. Keep some of the integrity. Whatever it is. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, hold on. I might do something else, right? You know. So you know, yeah. So after that, and then. You know what I'm saying? I might change some ways of doing things, but anyway. So keep some of the integrity. Little drop move. Down. Secret sauce chord. Every chord I'm playing, y'all, I'm telling you, is in the book. Alright, so we have in the right hand or the left hand, basically, I'm playing the major 7, which is in chapter number 4. Right hand, I'm playing number 2 major chord. And my left hand is playing, I want to say, it's supposed to be a diminished, but I'm minoring it from the chord that you heard earlier, which was the F sharp minor 7 with a flat 5. Because that was the drop. But I might add some extra notes. And then give you the D chord with the A minor chord, the C major chord mixed together. Same thing with B flat, it's the same thing, I'm just transposing the same idea. And then we give you the secret sauce chord chapter number 5, and then the left hand is chapter 18, where we playing the power chord. Oop. You stay there and go to the 1. So basically going 4, 1. Alright, that's what's happening there. And then he's gonna come back. So he's heading back to the 4. Let me hear it. Chapter 2. My left hand is playing the minor chord on the 4 and the E. But I might hit an extra note because, you know, just make you sound prettier. Secret sauce chord chapter number who? You already know now. Y'all got these chords in the book, y'all. Chapter 5. And the 7/4 chord, and we playing chapter 8 with the tritone in the first book. What? Yeah. And that chord I told y'all earlier, the major 7 with a sharp 5. Now we add the tritone, chapter 8 or 18. And now we have a, yeah, that's right, a major 7 with a flat 5 sharp 5. Now because I wanted an A flat bass line, we changed the name of the chord. That's also in the new book, which is in edition number 2. Right, so now, where we at? I forgot where we at. Yeah, so I told you. Back to that same chord from earlier, but this time we're gonna put the top note, which was an A chord. Remember this? Now he doing. And then he go. He going 6, 2 up. Okay. Like we're going to a whole nother key, F sharp. So we're going 6, 2 up, sharp 2 and 2 up, to head into F sharp. Right, so that's the move, y'all. It's in the book. These chords is in the book all day. Drop. Yeah, so you go on. Gotta get a witness in F sharp. Y'all remember that video of the young lady playing on the organ? Oh Lord! Y'all wanna sound like that? Well, yeah, that's what she was doing, y'all. All right. But she was playing inside. That's why I said the drawbars has a lot to do with where you're trying to go. Because of this situation, the drawbars has to be set without being out like here. It'll be muddy. So, yes. Mm-hmm. All right, so again. So. The movement. It was quick. All right, may the force be with me. All right, so the next move is like bounce. Boy, he moving quickly because he's going. Woo! Right? Okay. All right. The next chord. Woo! Fire, y'all. I told y'all these chords. Listen, the chords I'm doing is the the 13 sus chord F sharp. And I think it goes here. This is a G minor 7 chord. Woo! Fire chord right there, firecracking chord. Alright, and then he's gonna go hit you with, let me see, are we gonna do this tritone or is it? Let's see if that tritone or is it the A chord in the left hand? I hear the tritone. Let me try the A chord. They almost. Either A chord or the tritone. Hold on. That's neat. I think it was the A chord. It's an A chord. You can hear that. That's very defiant there. We do the A chord. That sounds cool. Then, alright, got that. He's doing the same thing from earlier. This time we're going. That's on the 3. Earlier was. And then it come out. Alright, so we're not using the A chord this time. We're using that crazy move. Alright, then he's gonna do the run. Okay. Alright, that run. Hold on. I can cheat this run out because after he did that F to G. I cheat that one out. As long as I hit the F and run. Anyway, it's really a chord, y'all. It's a minor chord. It's the minor chord. It's a minor chord mixed with the tritone. Sounds whack. I'm gonna have to get my organ fixed. Let me see how it sounds up here. Sounds better up here. My lower manual needs to be fixed. Sounds whack. Alright, I'm gonna have to do it up here on the upper man, y'all. So it's a minor chord mixed with the tritone. And what he's doing is connecting. Well, you got to connect that to this F and the G. So the run is gonna go. And then he's playing the C major chord. So, and then you're gonna hit you with now is the F major 7 chord with the flat 5. F major 7, flat 5. After that. Alright, so I gotta get my organ service, y'all, so if it sounds kind of whack to myself when I hear it. So my upper manual seems to be okay, somewhat. Yeah, so I think I can hear Shireen slapping against the keys. I think he has a wedding ring and slapping against the keys when he's playing, or either the keys are doing that. Yeah, so yeah. Alright, then he goes. Every note he's doing is in the scale. It's the E scale. So basically, it's like we're doing an F scale, somewhat of it. Alright, except for the one note which is outside of this key scale of F. Basically, it's just the 4 up, 4, whatever y'all want to call it. And then he comes back and hits you with the E scale. And of course, remember I told you he's skipping the one note. We just skipping the 4. That's the only note we skipping on the 4. But we didn't skip that in the very beginning when he started out. Then when he did the little, he didn't skip it that time because we started it on the 4. Alright, so that was different, right? Alright, so where we at? I have to switch up my job boards up here because my lower main sound whack. I'm not a runner, y'all. I'm terrible with runs. All right. Then when he reconnects the run back, he's doing the E scale again, the other direction. Damn it. So, yeah. So he's basically connecting the E run back, going the other way. I gotta give a beat bass big. Right? So that's what's cracking with these chords, man. They're all in the book, like I said. Once I hear them and I'm like, oh, okay. Are we voicing them up top? Are we voicing down here? Are we voicing the voice in the middle? It's the same chord. If y'all understand that when you learning chords, you can bring them chords inside, outside, 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 outside. All right, you know, this is inside. And I understand I can go outside with it. I can go outside with it. I can go outside with it. I can do inversions. So I can switch over between the E chord, the A chord, back and forth, and make them either the major 7, right, or the major 9, and I can switch them back and forth. It's an A chord. Now let's make it as an A major 9. Let's do an E chord and switch my left hand to play the A major 7 inversion in the second inversion. What? Or make my left hand do, yeah, it's an A major 7 inversion. Even though I was originally playing the E chord and the A chord, I understand. I understand, right? And I understand that it's the, you know, well, from when I V-bass, I can manipulate the chord voicings, all right? I can hit you with the E chord, inversion, E chord. All I did was switch the chord around. All right, basically, I can switch the chord from the E chord to the A major 7 chord and switch the right hand and play you the E chord or A chord or whatever chord. A chord, E chord, A chord, E chord. I can switch it around. I can even go to the sus4 chord, E sus4, or the A sus2, right? Yeah. Or the secret sauce to the chord, 7 sus4 chord. I can switch the hand. Right. Now, if I do switch the hand, that means I have to switch the right hand to go to an A chord instead of the E chord. I switch the hand, so like, oh, okay, all right. So yeah, we're doing inversions. Sometimes you could also do a major 7, second inversion, A major 7 in the second hand, and the right hand play the A major 7 or A major 9 at the top. That's what's happening here. Now that's that same chord that we heard Mike Burrell doing. Right? Hallelujah. You have one. The big. You know what I'm saying? Well, you have one. I forgot the big. The my line. The read. You have one. The bit. Right? If you understand chords, the read. I can go sus or the major chord and switch that all around. Use the same song. Are you? All this other stuff. Or whatever you want to do, you know, whatever you do. That's the minor move. It's the minor first inversion of the F sharp minor move. So you have the root. The first inversion. Yep. Right. So it's like the minor move, but he's doing it with two hands, yo. You know. You can play it up wherever you want. However you want to play that song. Yo, I gotta learn how to play it up top though, cause I forgot how to play it. That was pretty funny on the organ. I need some organ lessons. But y'all, just learn to play stuff when you get chord. I'm terrible. I'm terrible trying to play up top. I gotta reach up, learn how to do it now. I gotta learn how to play on the organ up top. It's real funny doing it. I'm so used to having a walk somewhere out. I'm gonna practice start doing that. Let's see. Feel funny doing. I gotta learn how to do that. That would be super interesting. I'm gonna start practicing on the upper menu, y'all. I have a long ways to try to reframe my brain or retrain my brain to go a whole nother, go back to what I used to do back in the day, like when I first was learning how to play the organ. I was like, oh, and when I used to play the organ, it was like, you know. I can't do this. I can't do it. It's hard to do it. It's hard to even do it. It's funny doing it. But what was I thinking? So, now my approach would have been with that song. Let's see how do I'm trying to use unfamiliar. I've got other parts. Forgot. I gotta figure out how I want to do that, how I'm gonna play that up the main, because I don't really use that like that. I was like, whoa, wait! I had to revamp my brain. But anyway, y'all can play stuff anyway, wherever you want to play. If you want to play it exactly like you hear somebody else doing it, it's fine too. Tweak it a little bit, make it yours. I was gonna do this video more on, kind of like, how much time do you need to learn how to play stuff? Like, do you need to spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 or 5, 6, 7 hours to do something? And my video was I was intending to actually just put like a few items in front of me if I'm a beginner and I'm just getting going, or maybe I've been playing for a little while and I'm just stuck a little bit with my practice regiment or whatever you want to call it, or process or whatever. So I would say if I'm trying to learn something, I'll pick. I'm just constantly kind of looking at these emails because they're like just popping left and right, and I'm like, okay, trying to see if this book popped or not. I would say get your notebook if you want or a calendar, and put it in front of you, and just grab something a little bit at a time a day. Like just practice a little bit a day. If I wanted to, I just go right on over here to my play-by site, grab any chord, every chord that I put in here. This is the chords that I'm dropping in the book. Most of them, I want to say most of them, I would just say a fraction of the chords that I'm pulling from my play-by site, I'm placing it in the actual real book so that everybody can have your library of chords. So there's some chords I might hear that might be popping up from what I was listening to earlier that I'm like, what was that? Hold on, let me go look at my library of chords. And pull them out, pull them chords out the deck. Okay, so you did that. Let's do this round here. Now I need to have to go ahead and just use the lower manual for now, even though it don't sound as great as I want it to sound. But yeah. After the last Brian, he started doing the next run. The next run. Oh, that sounded sloppy. Let's do the run slower. Let's do it slower. Okay. Okay. Hit. Next run. Up. Come back up now. Chord. All right, so now that's where we at. Here's another thing I usually like doing charting. Sometimes you don't have to, guys. You're a beginner musician. You do not have to do this. Nobody has to do this actually. But sometimes people want to know their progress. They want to know what their progress is. Hey, in the beginning when I first started this video, I was in here messing with these scales. Right? In all 12 keys. Alright? And mess with them in all 12 keys. I have accomplished a specific goal. And my goal was learning my skills and then my numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, right? And learn them in all 12 keys. At the end of the day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is going to lock in my brain forever. And the continuation of the number system 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm not 16. 14, back to the 1, my bad. It's going to be forever in my mind now. Forever. And the numbers, like the numbers, the scales, they're going to be in my head forever. Now, failed to mention, the next step was I did give you guys my formula, which is in the book. Major, minor, augmented, F7, major 7 sharp 5, diminished chord, dominant chord, or C7 chord, y'all want to call it. Diminished 7, alright, major 7, alright, sus2, sus4, C sus chord, 7 sus4 chord, and tritone. Alright, for those who want to know where the book, to find the book, it is at Bishop Drayson Clark HotChords.org. Y'all know I can't sing. But yeah, Bishop Drayson Clark HotChords.info. Yeah, Bishop Drayson Clark hotcourse.info. Where you will find my book there, and along there you will find the Amazon, buy now from Amazon, the hardcover or the soft cover or paper cover or the digital download for both of those books. The hardcover is coming in for the edition number 2. I think I was told 72 hours or 48 hours or 72 hours it will eventually hit Amazon. That's why I keep checking my email, because I sent it out approval yesterday. So 24 hours hasn't come through yet. Actually, yeah, 24 hours almost, because I forgot what time did I send it out yesterday. Anyway, I sent it out yesterday. I don't forgot what time it was yesterday. I think it was about yesterday about 4 something. So I don't know what time it is now. 1. So yesterday I sent it out a little after 4 o'clock yesterday. Yep, yesterday. A little after about 4, about 4:16, 4:15, 4:16 on yesterday. All right. So now we're in a new day, and so the publisher has just sent me a text message to let me know, hey, yo, I'm dropping your copy on your website for the hardcover, which I hadn't checked yet. Actually, matter of fact, since we're talking about it, let me go on over here and see if they have finished completing that job. How do I get to it? Oops, hit the wrong button here. But let me go to my website and let me see if the hard copy has generated there. Now I know usually they will tell me, hey, wait for about 48 hours for that to go through. So let me just take a sneak peek. They can see me when I log onto the books. Actually, log onto my website. So let me tap in and see if they still dropping the hardcover into. So what it is, they have to generate the hardcover, even though it's not going to be a hardcover on my website. It's just that it's going to link you to Amazon. So I just need to see the update. Oops. Let me see. And they might send me a note. Hey, we're still on your website. So let me see here. He's still working on it. Hold on. He's probably gonna send me a note. He's probably gonna send me a text right now and say, hey, we're still working on it. So I see my first edition. I see the second edition. Right underneath it. Let me see here. Let me see. I'm sure. Can't tell yet. I'm not able to tell yet, but it looks it looks to have appeared to be there for the second book. I think it is. Let me go to my let me see, what's that other little area I forgot? Go over here. Okay, I see 1, 2. Let me selection, because they'll let me know selection. So selection is for the ebook, and then options. Okay, so I see the ebook, and then I see that book for the. So it's showing as if it's already showing on for the second one. It appears to be showing it. Let me go over here to default. Sort out popular ladies. I think it's there already. It looks like it's there. Okay, option. Okay, option. Let me click on the option here. Option. It looked like it might be there. I can't tell. So I'll wait and see. Books. It looks like it's there though. So anyway, if you go to my website now, the thing is, hold on y'all, because I had to go to Amazon though. Let me go to Amazon first because they said it was loading it up on to my website today. So let me smash over to Amazon Yanni. Let's go to Amazon Yanni. I doubt if it's gonna appear on Amazon yet. Cause I just did it. Let me see, paperback format. Let's go to the format. All right. So thus far, right now, it's not yet there yet. So I don't see it on there because they would immediately say, "Hey, your hard copy is already updated here." So it's not there yet, y'all. The hard copy is on the way. So it's not there yet. All right. So I'll just wait for that email to come from Amazon. That's what I was actually waiting for. Amazon. So let's get back to that little lesson thing again. Like I said, y'all. What I do is I usually want to not try to do this whole thing. I'm actually beyond past my halfway mark. Literally, this was like a 1 minute and 6 second clip, so I'm already at the very end of this. So no. So after he did that little the run, the last run by the way. Yeah, fix my bass. And then he went to E. And then he went to the secret sauce score. Alright, now before he did that, he's gonna do this move in the left hand in the bass line. So you heard this last chord was this. So he's going to E. Oh no, went too fast there. Here we go. Yeah. And then run away. So after you come back off of that run. Right away to the E chord. And then he's gonna hit you with this. And that's gonna be with the tritone and the coming down on the 4. So I like, that's interesting. So like I said, after that run, and then so let me see. Am I hearing that correct in that order? No. So he's doing E real quick. And then so he's going like this after the last one. E. I must have missed that one. Da da da. Okay, da 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 da. Hold up. Okay, I know what you're doing. Da 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 da. So he's going. Alright, I got you. And then the next one. Okay, hold on. I had to catch that one. Hold on. Okay, so okay, so now I have to clock the tritone when he drops. Okay, now I gotta clock when he goes to the E. So we go. Let me go up top. Gotta pick my B. So we going to. Okay, that's I gotta get that part. Gotta grind into that. Make the fourth beat. Okay. That's crazy how you do that. So. Okay. Now, what are we doing at the top? Right? So I'm like, okay, and that's when you drop to that tritone. I gotta get the first part. Boys, be with me. Because he gonna do. Alright, then. Yeah. And then the next one. Hey, that's a lot you doing right there. I gotta get my drawbar set. Something's off on here. I gotta get this fixed. But basically what he's doing is in order. So it's like the first thing was, then the next one, then, and then, that's the next one. Alright, if I get the left hand, the right hand gonna follow, or either way. Somebody gonna follow one way. And then the next one is let me see, hold on. B, E, minor. Nope, missed it. I missed it. Oh, hold on, I lost it. I think I missed one chord. Hold on. So all of the chords are put together. It's kind of like doing a B, E, C sharp minor, minor. Hold on, a B major. So it's like B major, E, back to a B, 1, 2, 3, back to a ba 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 ba. And that's what he's doing this last chord. Oh, I got it backwards. So ba 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 ba. That's what he's doing this part. Oh. So it's going B, E, B, minor. So after this, and then he's gonna do this one now I gotta get that correct. B minor, B major. I gotta get that right. Every move is strategic, y'all. It's this. And then this. And then. No. And then and then the last one. What? One bass play. 4. So hold on. So what he's doing is 5. Move this move. Cause it's gonna come off the bass for a split second. 5. 4. So hold on. Yep. Let me see if I get this right. 5. Chord at the end. 4. 3. Coming up. Come back down up to the 4. That's when he's gonna do this. Oh. I had to break it down in steps here, because that's like, what? Yeah, so you do. And so you go, you know. And then the last one. I had to break it down step by step, and my brain is like, wait. So you held that one. Held that long enough. Held that long. And then held that long enough so I can catch it. Alright? Alright, then he's gonna play the next chord movement right there, on the 3. Yes, so. The timing is when you go into the 5 to the 4 to the 3 and back to the 4. That's the timing with the right hand. The right hand. If I get the right hand to snap, the left hand. It was a pause. Alright. Woo! Alright, so anyway, I don't have to have it 100% on point. The point is I know we're going to the 5. 4. And then 3. Right? And then to the 4 up. And then that's when, you know, I have to say, wait, are we playing this verse or chorus first? And then 4. So if I do this slowly, it's not her doing this. Now, I didn't write this, but I heard this. I don't really necessarily have to play that way. I actually just play it my own way, and because I understand that I can do it my own way. I don't have to play it the way you did it, but I have the concept behind it. 5, 4. So basically, if I play the target chord, y'all heard this earlier. Literally, y'all heard it earlier. I know y'all remember this. Remember this? It's the chord here. Yes, I know y'all heard it already. So I was like, oh, okay. All right. So, but anyway, target chord. Same chord we played earlier. Target chord, technically. Technically, target chord. I'm sorry. Hold up. Yeah, it's B chord. Because he just. And I knew he was going to a B chord. See, I knew we was going to a B chord. So as long as I understand target chord. So once you learn the target chord movements, you're like, okay, you can do all this other little funny stuff. You know, all this other stuff, that he kind of did. So he's, and then the target chord. You know what I'm saying? I hear the target chord, but I can do this other stuff. No matter what I do. Remember that chord? Remember I told you earlier that 11, Mighty 11 with the flash fire, y'all. It's usually here like this. We just doing inversion. Just doing inversion. That's all we doing is inversions, right? But also we can switch that up to a B chord. Play a B chord. Lupus is the first inversion. If my hand can spread more, I'll play the second inversion, but I can't spread that far out with my hand. Alright, so let the force be with me. I told y'all earlier. I gotta get down here and fix my B chord. My B bass is starting to drive me insane now. Lisa's not doing this. Lisa's not doing it. Lisa's not doing that. Hey!
Hello?
Yeah.
I'm bringing some food.
Yay! My favorite.
Yeah?
Woo woo! Alright, see you in a minute. Peace. Alright, we lost YouTube. Let's bring YouTube back in before I get up off of here. The wife is bringing my favorite, so hold on, let's bring YouTuber back. There we go. There's YouTuber. Alright, YouTuber. I'm gonna get off here in a minute. But let me get this last little movement he's doing. Let's see what. It might all sound alike, right? But let's just see. That last little movement, I'm thinking of F sharp, the F sharp movement, or I'm thinking of C sharp. It all depends on how I want to interpret that, even though we're in E. So you also hear the same chord movement in A flat. Can I get it? Where it's in A flat? They're gone. That same chord. On the 4. Isn't that interesting? So, now because I'm on the organ the way I might voice the left hand and the right hand, I know this is not what the actual chord he was playing, but I have the concept behind the madness. Back to the same chord. Because it's the preaching chord in F sharp. Can I get away? But I'll just add the A flat to the top. The walk up. So he's doing his walk up. Diminish, move. Hold on, look. Hold on. And then we're doing diminish. Inversion. Because, you know, F sharp, you would hear that voicing, right? Even though I had the A flat there, but I might put the A flat at the top too. Give you that voicing. Now I can move the right hand over. That allows me to move the other hand. Diminish move to the sub. Or to that other chord I played a minute ago, but it's the chord that I was just playing a minute ago. Back to it. Now my finger want to play the outside note. Diminish. Now, technically, what he's also doing, because I'm voicing with the drawbar settings in this mannerism, then let's see if this is gonna sound muddy, because now that's gonna push my hand up. It's the same chord, and that just makes my hand go up. Then I'm allowing my left hand to play the major 7th chord. But again, I told you, all I had to do was play the major chord. Diminish. Back to the same chord. And back to the same chord. So basically I can go diminish. Back to the same chord technically. Stay on that same chord. But to color it, I'm gonna move the left hand over so I can make the right hand put diminish move. Back to it. Now I'm gonna release the B. I'm gonna release the B just because, but not that I had to, but I could have held the B because that would have still sounded pretty too. No, just make the chord fat, that's all. But I just decided to release the B for a second. Diminish. Okay, I'm gonna hold the B. Stay there on that same chord. That's all you're doing. And that was technically if I was playing on the organ up top like that, but now if I decide I want to come off the A flat, that's fine too. It's the chord I was supposed to be on the 1 and F sharp. Can I get away? Let go. Y'all know. Say yeah, la, la, la. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, Whatever y'all want to go to. Yeah, so, you know, if I don't want to play the A flat at the top, I can do it without it. And stay right there. Walk up. Ba, da, da, da. The men's move. Go back to the same chord. I'll release the B. And then, but it sounds so much nicer with that A flat that time. And release. A flat, release. That's the A flat. Release. I'm gonna hold the B down. This time now. And then that's when you take you to this little crazy move. See, on the organ, when I'm up on a board like that on the organ, it makes me approach it differently. I don't need to carry it in my left hand, the voicing, because it's the tritone. The tritone mixed with the augmented chord. You might saw me earlier in the other video carrying it twice, but I realized I don't have to, and you probably hear me slide off. However, because I'm up on the board, to me, it's a waste of my energy trying to do it this way. Okay, maybe not say it that way. Maybe I'll refrain from saying that. See, now, if I bring the left hand in, now it's making me go to the wall. Because where he's heading, I need to switch over the drawbar. So, but yeah. No. You know that I have to come back because I have nowhere else to go other. Nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go. Nowhere to go. So it's gonna force me to bring it back here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna force me to come back. This is cool when you know, when in that moment, but all right. So I just wanted to show you the difference between using the drawbars doing that way. It makes you play upper on the keyboard this way, and using the keyboard when I'm inside, switch my drawbar setting. I got somewhere to go. I can move up. But anyway, all right. That last piece I was supposed to learn is my brain went to sleep now. Dimensional move. As I said earlier. And this time we went. And then some. I don't know if he was going 2-5. I just did 6-6 to the 5. And hear what he's doing at the end. May the force be with me. I told y'all. All right, so let me see. All right, so that's where we're at right here. And then so you're doing this, slowly. You hear and then now he didn't do this one. He did that. And then do that. So that was that caught me by surprise there. Yes, you saw it. All right, Alright, so instead of the tritone, A, and then that. See? And I wasn't expecting to do that. I was like, huh? And then alright, so I was like, oh, okay. He did this one, huh? So that was one chord I forgot to put in it. Alright, so you went back to that 3, 2. Okay. And then that's tricky right there, because I'm like, I understand the tritone, but for the life of me, I'm like, what? Just trying to hit that melody. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay, he's doing something that he did from a previous thing. Okay. Alright. That was tricky. And then he comes with that rhyme. And then let me see. have it his way. I'll catch y'all later. Peace and love and cornbread. My wife is bringing some lunch. My favorite lunch. So I had to put on my supersonic ears. So on top of that, having to learn each chords in the book. Peace and love and cornbread. Love y'all. Get your book. Oh man, I can't believe this.
If you're watching this, TikTok literally has its eye on you. That's not a bad thing. It means